Hello family and friends and fellow YouTubers, it's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and I am out at the Hancock Homestead helping John recuperate from a shoulder surgery. I'm happy to say that after, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, after 3 whole days, he is starting to feel better. So he's even starting to wean himself off of the pain medications. So he's really starting to feel better, but I don't want to be in there interrupting or disturbing him. So I decided to come back out to my she shed. I appreciate everyone that watched me clean it up yesterday so that I would have this space to be able to do videos from. And I know that yesterday's vlog was super long. Believe it or not, I had 2 hours worth of material. And I cut it down to 50 minutes, and even that was long, but I wanted y'all to see the progress. And so, you know, whenever I do these vlogs, if there are any that are extra long, you know, just watch only as much as you want to, and then stop. You don't have to look at the time and go, oh, that one's 50 minutes long, I'm not watching it. Please don't do that. Just say, oh, well, she's got 50 minutes. I can't watch 50 minutes, but I'll watch 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever holds your interest. You know, most of my vlogs are going to start out with me making an introduction and talking, but if you wait through that period or fast forward through that period, you're going to see me actually up, moving around, working, except for the first vlog. And you know, it was a super long day. I had been with John at the hospital all day. Driving us home was hard. So, you know, I could not do any more activity that day. But hopefully from here on out, I'm going to have activities that I'm doing. And usually, if you're like me, if someone's actually doing something, it holds my attention longer. But anyway, so I am back here in the she shed, ready today to start another day. And before I got into actually working on something, I wanted to share with you a couple of my, sorry, there's a paper wasp. There's a single paper wasp in here. I don't know if he's looking from his friends that I destroyed from yesterday, or if he's looking for a place to start a new nest. But anyway, he's not going to bother me other than the fact he just kind of buzzed in front of my face right then. Okay, I digress. Sorry. Alright, so before I start working today, I wanted to share with you a couple birthday presents that I had gotten for myself. Okay, so let me start. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to show you my older computer. I'm going to say older because it's not really that old. It's only, I went back and looked, it's only 4 years old. 4 years ago at Easter time, my family, my brother, my sister, my daughters, my son, even John, everyone chipped in a little bit of money to buy me a computer. My old computer, after many, many years, had finally crashed, wasn't able to be repaired. And they know how much I love having my computer, because not only do I use it for YouTube, which is my hobby. I don't hardly make any money off of YouTube. It's not a source of income. I think I make $100 every 4 months. I average about $25 a month. So, but they know that I also rely on it for like Facebook. That's how I communicate with my kids, you know, is through Facebook, and my grandkids through Facebook. That's how I keep updated with things, and, you know, other family members. So they understood that me being without a computer was kind of a, I don't know, burden, I guess, for me. I mean, I think most people nowadays really rely on computers for just about everything. You know, I do my bill paying online, I do my banking online. So to be without the computer, even though I could survive, it was kind of a hassle. So anyway, my whole family chipped in around Easter time, and they gave me a computer on Easter 4 years ago. So it's not really that old. But this year, at the very, very beginning of this year, like back in January, it started having issues with the sound. And so I had to go and use a headphone. And then my headphone bit broke off into the sound device, and I could not hear anything. And I guess because the computer did not have sound, then my editing software, because I have Adobe, oh, there's that paper wasp again. Sorry. I don't want to kill him, but he's got to stay away from me. Okay. So my editing software, which was Adobe, what was it called? Premiere Essentials and Photoshop Essentials. Without sound, they weren't working. They wouldn't even boot up, I guess, you know. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I don't have, my editing software is not working, and even if it was working, I don't have any sound where I can hear to edit these videos. So I took it down to Best Buy, and the Best Buy guy looked at it, and he came back and he was like, Toshiba has gone out of business. You can't even buy Toshibas anymore. And he goes, I can't get the headphone bit out, and he goes, your sound is all integrated, so it's not like you can replace just the sound. And with Toshiba being out of business, you know, the only way to get parts is through eBay, and he just kind of went on. And so finally I was like, okay, well, it's broken. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. So I continued to use my computer. I could watch YouTube. I could, you know, do things online. I just didn't have any sound, so I would use like closed captioning. Well, then finally the computer one day just quit working altogether. And I decided it had to be the power source, because the electrical component wasn't getting hot, you know. And not that you want your electrical battery plug to get hot, but they get warm when they're being used. So I was kind of boo-hooing to John about, oh gosh, you know, I'm without a computer again, and I don't have quite enough money in my savings quite yet to buy another computer, you know. And I was like, I'm going to have at least, you know, 3 or 4 more months before I have enough in savings to get a computer. So I had just had it in my head that at the end of summer, I would have enough in savings that I could get my computer and order a new one. So through the summer I kept using this one, you know, with closed captioning and no video, you know. So I was getting ready to order my new computer, and I showed John the kind I wanted, you know, and you know, he looked through it, because I always trust John's opinion when it comes to technical stuff, you know, because he really does his research on stuff. So, and I do too. So I had researched what I wanted and, you know, what I was using it for, and I had decided I wanted a Dell, you know, because I think Dell's going to be in business for quite a while, and that I knew what kind of Dell I wanted because I use it a lot for like Photoshop and a lot for video editing. So, I looked at their creative line, and I knew I wanted a laptop. So anyway, I knew what I wanted. I showed John what I had picked out. He okayed it, and I went ahead and ordered it. As soon as I had the money, I went ahead and ordered it. So John says to me, well, have you taken your old computer to Mike? We have a guy in town here, Mike Schneider. If you're from Monroe City and you have computer issues, you need to check out Mike Schneider Computer Repairs. John uses him all the time. So, and when I had used Best Buy, that was during the time I was down at my brother's. Okay, so I didn't have access to Mike at the time. I was down at my brother's, so that's why I went to Best Buy. So John, I said, no, I haven't called Mike yet, but I said, if Best Buy can't fix it, you know, what makes you think Mike's going to be able to fix it? You know, because Best Buy specializes in electronics. And John's like, trust me, Mike can fix anything. So I said, well, you know, it would be nice if Mike could fix this computer, because then I could leave this one here at the farm and have one in town, and then I wouldn't have to transport it back and forth. And also, if Karen needed, you know, a computer for any reason, she could stop by the farm, pick up my laptop, you know, take it to her house and use it. So I said, well, you know, wouldn't hurt to call Mike. So I called Mike and I told him, I said, Mike, my power cord isn't working, you know, can you take a look at it? And I said, my sound's not working, can you take a look at it? So he said yes. So I took this computer up to Mike Schneider of Schneider Computer Repairs. So I talked to Mike at the end of the week, and he said, I asked him, I said, were you able to do anything with my computer? And he was like, oh yeah. He goes, I had it fixed within like a day, but he goes, I just haven't been able to get a hold of you guys. He goes, you're right. He goes, the power source had burned out, and he goes, I just happen to have extra power cords around here. He goes, it's a Dell power cord, but it doesn't matter. It works, you know. I was like, that's fine. You know, it doesn't have to be match for me as long as it works. And he goes, and I said, what about the sound? And he goes, oh yeah. He goes, I was able to get the little earphone jack out, the part that had broken off out. And he goes, now that I have it out, he goes, your sound's working. He goes, it's not quite as loud as it should be, but you can buy headphones that have the USB instead of the little metal thing. And so he was telling me. So yeah, I went up there and I got my computer, my older computer back, and I started using it, and it worked perfect. It works perfect. But I had already ordered my new computer. So anyway, so here's my older computer. Thank you, family, for this. And now I'll show you my newer computer, my birthday present to myself. Alright, and so then here is my new computer, my birthday present to myself, and it is a Dell. And it's kind of the middle range Dell. You know, I couldn't afford the upper range, but it has everything I need. And I'm trying to remember what this one's called. But yeah, it has everything I need. So I took it up to Mike yesterday. That was another thing I had done yesterday. Yesterday was a super busy day. Took it up to Mike yesterday, and he helped me get all of my Adobe software on there. He helped me get all the Microsoft Office, like Word and Publisher and Outlook and all of that on there. Helped me get everything that is on here transferred to there, so that both computers are now compatible. Same programs. He put the updated version of Adobe on here. So now I have two computers, and they're both the same. Okay, same memory, same programs. Hardly any switching of thinking from working from one to the other. So once again, I'll probably leave this one out here at the farm, and for use for my Karen and my grandkids to use, and then this one I will probably keep in town. And that'll make life a whole lot easier for me. Okay, so yay, happy birthday to myself, and once again, thank you, family. Alright, then I want to share with you this. I had been sent $50 as a birthday present. If you all see anything, a little black thing flying in front of you while I'm talking, is this one single paper wasp. I think he's finally left the building, but anyway. Okay, so I want to share with you what I spent my $50 on. I went up to Farm and Home. I've been going to our local Farm and Home quite a bit this summer to get landscaping materials like soil and stuff, mulch and stuff for the Senior Housing South Garden. If you've not watched my videos about the Senior Housing South Garden that I worked on like most of June, I have put them in a playlist. I think I have 5 or 6 videos. And of course they're condensed down, but it took like most of June to do that because, you know, like, even though I have day 1, day 2, day 3, it did not happen in 3 days, okay? It's just on those particular days, that's what I had done. But there were days in between where I was running to the garden center to get plants, or I was running to the farm and home to pick up soil or mulch or railroad ties. So, anyway, once again, I digress. During the summer, while I was in and out of our local farm store, I kept seeing these t-shirts that I really liked, but didn't really have the money for. I'm not trying to complain, but I have very low income. I live on disability retirement, you know, and which isn't a whole lot. But, you know, I mean, I do fine. The kids help me out sometimes, you know, with little this and that, and, you know, birthdays. My family's really good about sending cards and money, you know. And so anyway, with the first batch of money I got, the $50, I went into the farm and home and I bought the t-shirts that I had been looking at all summer. Going, oh, isn't that cute? I would just love that. Most of the time I wear solid t-shirts. Anyone that watches me knows that. I'm a solid t-shirt person. But I saw these with designs on them. Yes, I'm going to be wearing some design t-shirts, guys. And I love the designs because they're all countrified, you know. And so anyway, you know, let me go on to share with you the t-shirts that I have picked up. Okay, so the first one is this one. And it says American Chick. But isn't that cute? Yep. Okay. And then to go with the American Chick, I have this rooster shirt that says Flock Boss. You have a chicken, a hen, you gotta have a rooster. Okay. And then this one is a 4-H shirt. See, it has a little 4-H emblem. And even though none of us are in 4-H at this time, you know, I still support 4-H. It's a very good program. But I liked this one because it said Farm Life, and then it has the barn. But yeah, that one's cute. And then this last one is really cute. It's got the truck hauling sunflowers. And the truck is the American flag. Yep. So anyway, thank you for the $50. You know who you are. And I was able to get the t-shirts that I really, really wanted all summer long. So I had to wait all summer for my computer because it took me the rest of the summer to get enough money in my savings account to be able to do that. And then I had to wait all summer to get my t-shirts, but they still had them. Came birthday time, had my $50, went up to Farm and Home, bought the t-shirts I wanted. So after my last computer broke down and my family got me this computer, I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to have to make a savings account for technology because computers don't last forever, you know, and I may not always be gifted a computer. So at that point in time, I started putting $25 a month into savings, hoping that within, you know, 4 or 5, 6 years, whenever this one decides to go, that I'd have enough money saved up that I could then replace it, you know. And it was very close, but I did it. And so I was able to get that one, but then I was also able to get this one repaired. Okay, enough rambling. I have work to do. I told you guys yesterday that I had not gotten in under the table to sweep, so that's going to be what I do today. Let's get in under this table and sweep. And then I'm going to take the rest of the day off and just relax because yesterday was a very busy day. I spent like 4 hours cleaning out this she shed. I spent a couple of hours helping John out with cooking and doing his physical therapy and stuff. And then I had a birthday party I had to go to last night, and it was from 6 until 8. And of course, I helped clean up a little bit, so I really didn't get gone until 8:30. Didn't get home till 9. Then whenever I got home at 9, and then whenever I got home at 9, I started editing this yesterday's video so I could get the vlog out. Did not get it edited before midnight. I was still up working on it at 1 o'clock. So that's why it was a late upload. I did it yesterday, but I didn't get it loaded in time to meet yesterday's date. Because like I said, I had like 2 hours of footage that I had to dense down. I knew you guys wouldn't sit there for 2 hours. I don't even know if you sat there for 50 minutes. But anyway, so yesterday was really, really busy day. And to tell you the truth, I'm pretty tired today. And it's Sunday. And you're supposed to rest on Sundays, right? So, I do want to get the floor swept though. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon just sitting outside in my chairs, enjoying nature, enjoying the garden, the cottage garden. And of course help John, throughout the day with whatever he needs. Alright guys, let's get this floor swept. Thank you for staying with me through my chit chat. I know there's people out there that don't like the chit chats. They give me thumbs down anytime I do a chit chat. So I'm sure I'll get a couple of thumbs down for this, and sorry. This is my channel. I do this for fun. So if you don't like how I do my channel, there's millions of other channels out there that you can go off to. Or give me the thumbs down. YouTube doesn't care. That YouTube algorithm doesn't care whether that thumb is sticking up or that thumb is sticking down. Okay? I'm going to get credit for it. Alright, I digress again. Let's go, guys. Alright, I'm going to move you. Today the sun is shining, so I'm actually going to be able to set things outside so that they're not in my way. And I'm going to set you guys outside too, I think. Because it has our horseshoe game in it. Yep. Oh. Alright, excuse me guys. So my she shed, it's not only for all my gardening stuff, but we do keep some of our sports equipment in here. We don't have a lot of sports equipment, but just a little bit. So we have our horseshoes and our badminton in here. And sometimes baseball, softball stuff like gloves and bats will be in here. Any balls we have will be in here. Okay. there it is. I was like, where did I put the broom? You guys see the floor? Alright, so I did go online yesterday and looked up those ladybugs. I forgot to put it in the video, but they are called Asian ladybugs. So that is their name, Asian ladybugs, and they're yellow. This side over here not only has the little ladybugs, but it'll have dirt because I do my potting in here. So there might be some dirt down here on the floor. And some seeds. There might be seeds down here because I do put seeds sometimes over here. It's going to be hard to get in those nooks. Without moving all those tools, and I really don't want to do that. There. That's better. There we go, guys. That saying good enough for who it's for? It's just for me, right? So if it's good enough for me, that means it's good enough. I don't want to move that box, so I'm just sweeping around it. Of course, there's going to be stuff up against the edge, but not a lot of stuff, just a little bit. There. All right, where's my scoop shovel? I can sweep some of this right out the door, but I don't want a whole pile of it right out the door. Alright. Alright, let me go get rid of this and I'll be back. I did put my computer in its satchel so that this dust won't get into them. So they are protected. Alright. There we go. Swept. Now I just need to put everything back.
I think there was a mouse in this one because there are all kinds of little seeds. Alright, let's get that swept out. Actually, I'm just going to spray it out. Perfect. We used to have the tips painted so you would know whose was whose, but it looks like the paint's starting to come off. So one of these days I'll have to repaint these. Because each player gets 2 horseshoes. So it's spray painted. I think it was the tips that we spray painted. So that you would know whose was whose. We haven't played horseshoes for a long time. We might have to do that. Anybody else out there play horseshoes? Alright, so I'm going to let these dry and then I will put them back later. Here for now. Let's pour this dish back on there. Alright, done for now. This is my computer bag. I'll probably get another computer bag for my new computer, but this is the bag I use for my other one. Anyway, so friends, like I said, today is Sunday. It's a day of rest. It's time to take a break from the week. I'm going to kind of stick close to the house because even though John is feeling better and he's not drugged up, all druggy from those pain medications, I still don't want to go too far away in case he needs me. So, I'm just going to hang out in the chair in front of the cottage garden and take a break. And part of that break is going to be saying goodbye to you guys for now. Because even though I do enjoy doing these YouTube videos, they are kind of, they do take a lot of time and effort. I don't really want to say work because for me it's a hobby, it's not really a job. You know, and so it's something I enjoy doing. But they do take time and effort, and I don't want to spend any more time or any more effort today on YouTube. I want to enjoy the rest of the day. After yesterday, I need a break. Alright guys, so this is going to be it for this video. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about what's going on in my corner of the world, hit that subscribe button to Kilm's Country Corner. And be sure and come back every day in September to see if I keep up with my goal. And I promise that most of the videos are not going to have talking. The reason I'm talking right now is because I have things I want to share with family and friends. And I'm sticking close to the house because of John. So, but eventually I will start doing more and more homesteading chores, homesteading activities, and I will be bringing you guys along for actual work. Okay? Alright, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye for now.